I don't want to get angry. I don't want to get mad. But y'all just leave me some comments. You just feel violated, that you can't trust anybody to take care of your property when they have responsibilities, you know, to take care of it. And if they can just come in here and do this and not be held accountable, then we don't have any more property rights. Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's Mr. E here at the Louisiana Homestead. It's been a little while since I did a video, but I wanted to take y'all with me and see what y'all think. It's Sunday morning, March the 16th, and we had some property damage at my hunting property. So it looked pretty rough, but it wasn't from wind or storms or hurricanes or tornadoes. So I want y'all to come take a look with me, and we're gonna get that documented and show y'all, and I want to see what y'all think and get y'all to leave some comments on what I need to do about it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna meet y'all at the land. Okay, y'all, we made it to the property. It's about 2 miles from my home, and this property that we are looking at here is about 20 acres, 21 acres, and I use it to hunt and kill a couple of deer a year for food. And in the off season, when it's not hunting season, we sometimes put a few cows here for various reasons, and maybe a horse or two, so we have it all fenced. So here's what we got. You can see some signs right here that shows that we got it fenced. Please close the gate. We got cattle here. We got the pipeline people. They have their lock. Slimco, which is the local power company, has their lock. I have my lock. This is what the property is supposed to look like where my truck is parked. Nice limestone. You can still see a little bit of residue of mud and stuff here. And this limestone, I hope the camera picks it up, came all the way out here, and I had a parking area here. Now, as you can see, it's full of timber and parts of trees and mud, and tore all up, and the limestone's gone. Take a look at all of this. So I'm gonna try to show y'all a little more in a minute. So for 30 years I've had this property here, and the power company, that'd be Slimco, has come and cut the limbs on the trees. I don't know if you can see this power line. They come cut the limbs, and they cut them. They have a right-of-way, a 30-foot right-of-way, which they have 15 foot on either side of the power lines. So they would come on the highway with boom trucks, and they would cut them, and they'd clean up after themselves. Every once in a while, it'd be a few limbs, and I'd throw them off to the side. But for 30 years, I never had problems. This year, for whatever reason, Slimco hired a contractor. I want y'all to see this damage, and we'll talk about it in a minute. They hired a subcontractor to come, for whatever reason, and come on the property with some skid steers, with some big mulching blades. And they came in here the muddiest time of the year, the muddiest days of the year, around February 24th, 25th, I believe, because I didn't find this damage until a few days after they did it. So the bottom line is, you can see this is all tore up, and I had a road. There's a gate there, and I had a road going through that covered that right away and a little more. So everywhere up to these big trees from the power line, they basically had access in a right of way. 15, let's give them 20 feet. So we are looking, here's where the power lines are. I'm standing right under them, and we go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps times 3 is 15 feet, and we'll go a little bit more. So I'm standing as far away from the power line as they absolutely have a right of way to cut, which is even with the road that we had here. All nice, go through the gate. All the rest of this which we're not going to go through it, but it's about 30 feet, well actually about 50 feet here, and then we got some places where it's 30 and 20 feet, where they just came and tore the property up. They left it ruts, mud, huge pieces of timber and limbs embedded in the mud. So not gonna be able to clean all that. I'm walking in mud now. This was all nice parking area. I kept it shredded and clean. At least this was right here. This was timber and woods. It's all been cut and gone. Like I said, 30 feet or so in some places, 50 feet over here, and all the way down we've got about 1,250 feet. I looked on the map where they cut down this right-of-way here, and if you multiply 1,250 feet times, let's say 20 feet, you get over an acre is like 46,000 square feet, I believe. But if you do the calculations, we've got an estimate, because some places it's 20 feet, some places 30, some places 50 feet, that they went off the property line and cut timber. So we're looking at a half an acre to 3/4 of an acre easy when you do the square footage. Now here's a gate that they could have went through if they needed to, and they could have easily put a lock here, but for whatever reason they chose not to, and they chose to cut my fence, knowing that there could be cows in here, because there's a sign right there that says please shut the gate because we got cows on site. So they decided to cut the fence, and it's cut, and they stuck this T-post back up, and they went through here. Now you see this tree right here. To this side of this tree is their right-of-way, where they have access and legally can come and cut the trees and they actually not even supposed to be cutting trees. They're supposed to be cutting the limbs for the high line wires that you see here, for the power lines. So all what you see here is basically trespassing, and I would call it criminal damage to property, but it's timber damage. You know, this is 30-40 feet off of where they're supposed to be, and they came and tore my property up with ruts, cut the trees, cut the timber, and mulched it, and left it and tore it all up. So I'm just walking through and showing you, and we'll document some more. So a few days after I found it, around February 28th, and I have all this documented, I called Slimco, the power company, and after much trouble and getting people to answer me back, it wasn't I think Monday. That was on a Thursday, and it was a Monday, I don't know, March 2nd or 3rd. I had to go over their heads and go to the board of directors of the power company and the chief of operations finally, to get somebody out here. And they came out here and looked and agreed that it was horrible damage, and what they shouldn't have did what they did, and they was in the wrong, and they're gonna pay for it, and they're gonna fix it, and they're gonna get right back with me. And it's been 10 business days, and I think it's if you count the weekends, we own 15, I believe, since I talked with these people. But 10 business days, still haven't heard back from them. I called them Friday, which is, I don't know, March the 14th, and still haven't heard from them. So, and the problem is, they don't have phone numbers where you can contact. You call Slimco, and it's an operator service, and they connect you to somebody, and you go to an answering machine, and you don't get to speak to anybody, so you never get to call anybody. So it looks like I'm gonna have a problem holding these people accountable. They came out here on that Monday right before what they call Mardi Gras. I think it's March 1st or 2nd, and they had the two supervisors for the subcontractor that actually did this mess, and that is Asplund, ASPLUNDHT or something like that, Asplund Tree Service. And they agreed that it was horrible what they did here, and they said they're going to make it right, but I can't get in touch with them. I had a deputy come out here two Sundays ago, 2 weeks ago on a Sunday, to do a report so that I could have it documented. I wanted to also let you guys know that we also found, and I showed it to the Slimco and to the tree service supervisor and to the Slimco tree cutting supervisor 2 weeks ago, and never heard from them again. I showed them where we found the guys that did this. I even told my wife these people were mad or drunk, and we found where they were drinking on this job. And so all that's been documented, but I don't hear from these people. And so I'm wondering what I should do about it. Please leave a comment, suggestions, let me know. Should I take action with the sheriff deputy to press charges on these people to hold them accountable? Should I go to an attorney? Because they don't seem like they're making good on their word as of yet. I haven't heard from them and nothing's been done. They said they're going to get this fixed up, and we're going to come to an agreement on an amount for damages, compensatory damages, to compensate for the trees and the timber that they tore up. And then I'll be looking at what do you call that, punitive damages. That's punishment for reckless behavior, and they was reckless in here. So let's go look at a little bit more of this to document it. This tree right here represents, for 30 years they've been coming to this side, keeping this line clean. Now all of a sudden they came with this machinery, like logging machinery, and they came in here. This represents, from this tree right here, this represents, you know, 30-40 feet where they came onto the property. Same thing here. You can look back and see that tree. They should have cut to that side, but they cut all the way over here. It's horrible, guys. I just can't understand why somebody would do this to somebody's property, especially when they had a gate they could have came through. They cut the fence and just tore the place up and went where they was not supposed to go. It's crazy. I'm walking on the part where, you know, it should be woods here. It should be timber. The timber's gone, you know. And the place is tore up and left a mess. But that's not all. What really got me angry was what I'm fixing to show you guys, if y'all hang on. Why in the world would somebody come? This is where they are supposed to be. You know, that tree way over here, they're supposed to be on that side, but they came all the way over here and they drove into the woods with this mulching machine, this skid steer, cut the timber. We're looking at 20-30 feet wide, and we still walking in the woods, in the middle of the woods, in the middle of my property, and just cut, mulched and cut. They hit trees with the blades, so they messed up the timber, just mulched, cut, and it goes on. And then we have another spot down here that's like that. So I'm gonna show that to you guys. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. I'm gonna give the power company a few more business days to contact me. If they don't contact me, I plan on posting this video anyway, and I'll let them know, hey, look at that video, we got it documented, because they came and took pictures, but that was, like I said, 2 weeks ago, 10 business days. And it seems like I should have heard from them by now. I'm still walking, y'all. We still walking on damaged property, and it's hard to walk. Look at this. This is on the road, supposed to be. They just left it a mess. Here's another spot. So I'm thinking, if I don't hear from them by Monday or Tuesday, look at where they cut. They just went into the woods here and just cut. And you know, the first place we walked is about 80 yards. This is about 50 yards from where they're supposed to have a right-of-way. They just cut into the woods. It's just unbelievable. Cutting timber, you know, those are trees that I could have logged. You know, this is part of my retirement nest egg, to get this logged probably in about 5 to 10 years I was going to do that. You know, they cut a lot of timber when you do the calculations in the square footage. You're looking at, like I said, 3/4 of an acre of land. So I'm not going to bore y'all anymore with it, but I want to get this documented. Look at the mud. Look at this. And you can't just come with your tractor, because it's logs and timber under that mud that's been pressed down in there with this with these big machines. Look at this. Look at that. It's about 50 feet away from where they're supposed to be. We could go on and on with it, but so I'm looking at getting an attorney. I hate to, I don't want to. It's just an option. I'm gonna give these people some time. I don't want to get angry. I don't want to get mad, but y'all just leave me some comments. You just feel violated, that you can't trust anybody to take care of your property when they have responsibilities, you know, to take care of it. And if they can just come in here and do this and not be held accountable, then we don't have any more property rights. So please leave some comments. Let me know what I should do, if I should do anything, if I should, you know, I did a report with the sheriff's department, but I could take that and press charges, but I don't want to have to do that. But let me know what I should do. What do y'all think I should do? Should I pursue this? Should I go get the attorney? I have an attorney that I can use real easy. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all that. Leave some comments, leave some suggestions, and y'all hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and I hope y'all found this video interesting. If y'all had some problems like this on y'all's property, let me know what y'all did and what the solutions were. But we're gonna give Slimco and Asplund a few more days, and then we are gonna do something. I'll pray on it and see what I need to do, but I just don't feel like I should leave this unanswered. Somebody should be held accountable so that we can be sure, you know, or have a little bit of confidence that the people that we entrust with, you know, that can come on our land with right-of-ways and stuff like that, that they're going to take care of it. Because this is a mess, you guys. This is a mess. It is crazy. And it's aggravating. So what a mess. Yeah, we found beer cans. You could still smell the beer in it. They smashed, broke the beer tops. There's one of them right there. Oh, just it's devastating what they did. Tore up the parking lot, tore up the driveway, drove down the middle of the woods. Just these trees. The worst thing about it too is you can't talk to anybody. You can't they say they're going to get with you, but you don't have no contacts. You don't know who's taking responsibility for it. One Slimco guy said, I'm going to have to get with the subcontractor because they did it, but Slimco hired the subcontractor. So no, it looks like nobody wants to take responsibility for it. Look at this. Just went into the middle of the woods. Horrible. I don't like thinking about it. Look at that. That side of the trees where they're supposed to be, and they went way over here with big logging equipment. Just tore the timber up and smashed it into the mud. Totally disrespectful. Went by the side of a gate, tore the fence down, left it like that, and it's still like that. Somebody should have came and fixed the fence at least after we talked to them. I didn't have all this. I didn't have no ruts. I didn't have nothing. Look at the timber. Just cut it, threw it there. That's all supposed to be. They supposed to be 15 foot from the line and mulching that stuff. Instead, they went 50 foot from it, cut it all up and just left it there, and then trampled it with these big machines into the mud. It's like somebody was mad at you or drunk. pathetic. Unbelievable. Look at the damage to the timber. Not only what they cut, but what they damage that's not going to grow right. So there's such a thing as, you know, getting compensation for what they tore up, but there's also such a thing as punitive damages. If you go look that up, punitive damages is to punish the people that did the damages, so it's a deterrent, so they don't do it again. And it's punishment for willful recklessness, or or willful neglect or recklessness. And it's willful when you have a gate and then you have a fence and you go through it and you did not even doing your job right, because you didn't mulch the stuff. You cut it and left it there, trampled it in, tore up the parking lots, and it appears drinking on the job. So, all right, guys, look at this. I used to pull my truck up right here. You can't anymore. And I used to, if it would be more than me hunting here, we could turn around, right, back the truck up and turn around right here, but can't do that. Look at the timber damage. So tell me what y'all think. We love you guys, and I'm trying to get out of the sun here. Tell me what y'all think. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye bye, y'all.